It is I, Eagle Flame, King of the Dragons, and yes, I am not showing my face because, I'm working on getting a haircut soon. So basically, I'm cutting this hair now, the reddish flowing hair that you see not right now, but you'll definitely know that it'll be gone soon. But yes, today I will be talking about this thing here, this weird ass thing that people have always mentioned and always get mad about and always say that it'll never return. This Scooby Doo thing, whatever the hell it's called. So again, I think it's kind of pretty obvious that people in even in their grandmother even knows what Scooby Doo was. Now, granted though, I was born in the 50s. Therefore, I didn't grow up with that much of Scooby Doo. That was my older sister. She did. She was the one that grew up with most of Scooby Doo sometimes. And yes, she was technically my older sister, so technically she's way older than me, but I digress. Anyways, the only way I've watched like all of like Scooby Doo kind of is just What's New Scooby Doo and Be Cool Scooby Doo and also Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Those are the only three Scooby Doo series that I've actually watched. I didn't watch the ones with Scrappy Doo. I didn't see the live action films. I didn't literally see the animated films at all. Because again, I was too busy being a Transformers fan. And then there was a lot of deals that my sister and I had to take on, which I will not be saying in this video. We probably save for another day. But anyways, yes. Me and my sister, we always, tend to babble about, our lives and stuff like that. And then we get into arguments about Scooby Doo and say which one is better. She always prefers the old version, while I prefer the 2000s, which she hates the 2000s, by the way. Don't compare her to that. But yes, today I will be talking about not just Velma, by all means, but also the four Scooby Doo films. Scooby Doo Zombie Island, The Witch's Ghost, Alien Invasion, and The Cyber Chase. So, let's get diving. So, apparently, Scooby Doo Zombie Island was most likely a frequent, less of a bomb and more of a strategic greatness at the box office. Yes, I did see the Rotten Tomatoes on that, and most people say they like it, which is kind of weird, seeing the fact that it's a kids' flick and it's PG. Hmm. Why show zombies that look so creepy and disturbing and make it as a PG? You know, I never really got to explain it for the first time, but yeah, this is just kind of reckless in my opinion. But hey, at least the villains are insane, right? Yes, they are technically mad people. Or should I say mad cats? Sorry, I got a little carried away. And then you got the witch's ghost, which I'm not going to explain the plot. I'm pretty sure if you already watched the movie, you have. But if not, I'm going to try my best to explain it to you. Basically, the Scooby Gang go to this village or whatever. I don't even know where it is. I'm probably sure it's near Coolsville in some way. But anyways, uh, yeah. So basically, they're just hanging out there until they see like the Hex Girls and see that, you know, this witch appeared and all that kind of stuff. And then the real bad guy was Tim Curry all of a sudden. I'm just gonna call him Tim Curry because that's all I can remember from this guy. Anyways, yeah, so basically this was just a shit show from the start. I don't even know what to say. I mean, the villain was not that perfect. I say it's a little bit incomplicated in some way. But hey, it was alright, I guess. Not really like, alien or I'm sorry, secret invasion levels of comic book accuracy, but hey, just is what it is. And speaking of aliens, then you got Alien Invasion, which I actually did remember at the time. But I only saw the trailers. I didn't actually really watch the movie. I just saw the trailers on TV, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, this was just kind of dumb. So yeah, finally watching the movie for the first time in 2022. Back then, 2022. I could simply say in my happily opinion that it was literally fucking great. crate, not great, crate. There is a crate full of holes in this one. Not plot holes, but holes that make me wonder why the hell did I even watch this film? So, yes, it's definitely something about a romance for Shaggy and Scooby, which is okay, I guess. I mean, Crystal and Amber were fine, but like, as romance? What? I don't even know what to say. I think it's just best if Shaggy and Scooby were more like out of the romance and more into stoner action, because like that's kind of like what I remember from What's New Scooby Doo and Be Cool Scooby Doo and um Mystery Incorporated. Those are the Shaggy moments that I remember the most. And even though there are going to be a lot of people in the comments saying, "Oh, but Shaggy is not a stoner. He's literally just a hippie." Yeah, a hippie and a stoner are two different things. So get your mind out of the gutter, man. Anyways, yes. I guess I would say though that Alien Invasion is definitely one of peak because guess what happens? Shaggy's girlfriend and Scooby's girlfriend, I think, are basically real aliens. Now, compared to the alien I saw in the Katy Perry video, I simply say that this is quite accurate. Like, it's literally fucking amazing. I tell you what, I recommend you watch this on DVD or stream it on Max or pirate it, whatever the fuck. Don't pirate it, please. Anyways, then you got the Cyber Chase, which this is the time where they stopped making the animated Scooby Doo films at that part of the period of time. I guess this came out in 2001, maybe. I think they stopped using cell animation and start using computer animation for the first time, which is alright, I guess. I'm not saying this is terrible. But yeah, still though, I think this was the last animated Scooby Doo film on the big screen until, I don't know, like freaking Scoob, maybe. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, if I can remember what happened in the cyber chase, if I can remember closely, I think it's like Scooby and the rest of the gang all go into this computer or something, and they all get like sucked into the computer because apparently there's a weird virus and it's like a cyber chase for some reason. I don't know. I I only saw the movie once on DVD back in 2023, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, I don't remember that much. So basically, I think it's just that this movie is a connect. It's almost like a parallel universe in some way, where the digital Scooby Gang are kind of different from the undigital Scooby Gang in some way, because like Shaggy is wearing a red shirt, Fred is wearing a different shirt, Velma and Daphne are kind of wearing almost the same outfit, except the skin color is kind of different, and Scooby is just yeah, it's definitely a different Scoob. I can't really imagine why, but it just is what it is. Also, people always say in the comments that Scooby might be a furry, which is kind of false since, this is just freaking furry bait to me. But anyways, then the cyber chase kind of just stopped right then and there, and apparently he's defeated. They kind of mask him, and that's pretty much the end of it. And they get out of the cyber chase, and the digital Scooby Gang just kind of go on with their day in the digital world. Hmm. This kind of reminds me of that stupid pizza joke that literally happened in that one episode in Scooby Doo. I don't know which series of Scooby Doo, so tell me in the pinned comments and what that pizza moment was in Scooby Doo. I don't think it was in Mystery Incorporated. It could have been in What's New Scooby Doo, but just like tell me in the comments and I'll pin it. I promise. Anyways, yes. So likewise, then you got Velma, which killed the series of Scooby Doo, and I don't think it'll be revived back until the next 2 years. Yes, I say 2 years. I'm just saying this because, like, the Scooby like franchise needs time to recover. I just think this is what it is. And I'm not saying this as a Scooby Doo fan. I'm saying this as a normal person in general. Like, I don't really care about Scooby Doo that much. I just, watched the ones that I actually kind of was old enough to see. Now, granted, though, it was pretty obvious that I was probably very old when watching these 2000 Scooby Doo films. Well, not Scooby Doo films, actually, it was a series. But, yes, still, though. I'm not going to explain the plot for, like, this Velma show on Max, but don't watch it. Please, for the love of God, don't watch this shit. I've actually watched it a little bit, and I kind of feel like my childhood was just ruined. They messed up Velma and they made her a protagonist, which is kind of false since, Scooby and Shaggy were always the protagonists, never Velma. And giving Velma her own show, making her a protagonist, is obviously fucking garbage. Also, they put in like the Norville instead of like the whole Shaggy thing, which is kind of weird in my opinion. Like, why make Scooby Doo so meta comedy, and so like, millennials and stuff like that? Why this? I know Mindy Kaling was not mostly involved with it all the time, but hey, come on, you gotta compare this to Blitzo's personality, right? Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say the O part because the O is silent. Yeah. Screw you. Screw you, Blitz. I don't care about you. Sorry. Anyways, yes. So likewise, it's just is what it is, because like you don't really see that much attention to Velma. I mean, all I ever see is this really what it is? Is this really the future of Scooby Doo at this point? And that all the Hanna-Barbera shows just don't come to life at all? Like, hell, I grew up with the Jetsons, the Flintstones, and half of the Hanna-Barbera, like, Vault. Is that how you say it? Hanna-Barbera? I don't know, but still, I just like the old Hanna-Barbera stuff. I never cared about Scooby-Doo at all as a kid. Hell, I still watch the Jetsons to this day, and they never get a sequel. They never get a spin-off. They never get a return at all. I don't know what's going on in like, Warner Brothers and all, because I'm not a Warner Brothers employee, but still, why not bring back the Flintstones or Jetsons? Or hell, why not bring back half of the Hanna-Barbera vault? Like, most people in my age grew up with half of Hanna-Barbera in some way, shape, or form. Hell, I'm sure you have too. Like, I just know that there is someone out there that really remembers the Hanna-Barbera vault. And yes, I'm just saying this correctly because I can't name all of them. But still, it's really disappointing. Hell, my mom and I, we sometimes watch like the Pussycats. I'm not saying this directly. I just think that that's what the show was definitely called. It was a ripoff of Scooby Doo, but still, the Pussycats, like, it was fun. It was funny. Why did they get rid of that? Why? Is it because it was offensive? Whatever. At least I still have my Flintstones and Jetsons on DVD and Blu-ray, so at least I can watch those from there. I'm not going to pay $10 for a streaming service on Max just to watch the Jetsons and Flintstones. Jesus Christ, no. If only Satan would know that I literally like this stuff. But no, my grandpa does not care about me at all. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for today. Let's get some bitches. And also, the Dragon Den is always watching.